live again after one single day of a brief break. I think I'm gonna need some extra electrolytes today because yesterday I didn't move around a lot, but my, My Chemical Romance experience is holy shit, holy shit for a for an absolutely for a seated position at a concert. Normally I don't do seated positions at concerts, but wow, I I was genuinely blown away by that whole experience. So 10 out of 10, even with the seated positions. Would absolutely recommend 100%. Okay, so okay, I need to get my links set up for YouTube and for something else here. What's up, Jelly Donut and Jace? Holy shit, absolute goats on the stream. What's up, y'all? Okay, pin message. Daniel Berry, what's up, bro? Still getting some. I'm getting some stream stuff. I'm trying to see if my stream will do X also. So I'm also streaming on X today, testing that out. Y'all let me know if anything goes on with the stream, if anything seems wrong with the stream. But we might get some more traffic in here. I don't know. I was just looking at the post on X, and it says it has two impressions so far. So fingers crossed that that's gonna work out, because I would definitely like to get monetized on X, so that way I have more of a diverse like a diverse income revenue, I guess. Try streaming on Y. Heaps more stable. Oh, what is that, Jace? What, like stream to YouTube? Or is that what you're referring to? Let me know. Let me know if that's what you actually mean. Because there's a bit of an issue that I have with just streaming to YouTube, if that's what you're inferring. Because my main issue right now with streaming just to YouTube is the fact that YouTube's on if that don't work. Oh, okay, you're just fucking around, bro. I mean, I guess I'll go on like a little bit of the tirade though that I was getting ready to go on. It's content for the stream regardless. Trainer's being an asshole today. Fuck. Just make it through, bro. Just make it through it. I mean, it is what it is. Use the restroom real fast. Catch up in a minute. You're good, bro. Slay bees. Narcissists never listen, yet wants everyone to pay attention to them. That's pretty accurate. I'd say that's pretty accurate. Welcome to the stream, bro. Yo Bean, a first like from you. Probably not the first like from you, man. William R, welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing? Welcome. Reba Fluff, this content way too boring to watch. I'm going to go stare at my poo instead. Okay, you go ahead and do that. I mean, go ahead and keep the stream open if you want. Also, anybody new, make sure you're subscribing. Helps out a lot. But where was I at on that little tirade? So, the issue that I'm having right now with streaming just to YouTube is, so YouTube's on a bit of a tirade with banning people and demonetizing people. Seem like an interesting dude, but I have work soon, so I can't stay. Bye. All right, Slay Bees. Hey, make sure you subscribe, brother. Come back every single day. We're here at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. But yeah, you get to work, bro. Get the money. So yeah, the issue with YouTube is, yeah, they're on a tirade with demonetizing, banning people, and I really, really feel like I need to start expanding out, and I need to start developing my audiences on every single platform, just in case something happens. Because okay, so I've already talked about the Asmongold thing. He was banned for 2 weeks, and well, he's streaming back on Twitch, but he's talking about going over to another platform now. And then Jake Monroe was banned for 2 weeks, and now that the ban has gone, it's gone from a ban to now he's fully demonetized on YouTube. Like, he literally just posted about this not too long ago. Smugglana was also banned for like a week or so, something like that. Alive's in the stream. What's up, bro? So, Nuxtaku was also fully demonetized. So, at this point, yeah, I need to develop my Kick audience, my X audience, and I'm working on Rumble right now. I'm trying to figure out how I can get Rumble to start up when I fire up everything from Streamlabs. You know, LMs literally won't even generate song lyrics because of some stupid copyright nonsense. Why is public text copyright? It's not like it's a book. Well, they actually will. Like, there's certain large language models that will generate lyrics. Because I think I think Gemini will actually generate lyrics. Don't have to say your name. All right, I won't say your name then. Welcome to the stream, though. Your filthy hands off of it. Damn. But yeah, so unfortunately with YouTube's policy, I can't redirect traffic, but I will say that true supporters of the stream, you will definitely want to have a Kick account. You will definitely want to have a Kick account and have notifications on and follow me over there. That is all I will say in regards to that. Whatever you guys do with that, as you may be, do with it what you will. But just know that if I get demonetized on YouTube, I will no longer stream to YouTube. Like, I will never stream to YouTube if they demonetize me. Bob Ross, what's up? Harry Potter 1. Maha, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Most mainstream LLM will just tell you that you can find the full lyrics on Google. Well, are you talking about like original lyrics, or are you talking about like actual official copyright lyrics from actual songs? Because I can understand like copyright lyrics, but like I've seen large language models generate like original lyrics if you prompt it the right way. Mackenzie, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Guy Ramirez, new here, and you call me GR. All right, what's up, GR? Karen HOA, you're going bald. Probably. Hey there, Delilah. Not right now. I can't. I literally I got back from a My Chemical Romance concert yesterday, so my vocal cords are still kind of healing. I'm surprised that I'm even doing the stream today, but I said, fuck it, dude. Let's get this shit. Let's grind it out. Relating to existing songs and you add lyrics. Well, I could understand that because copyright, man. What is my job? I'm a Uber driver, a Lyft driver, a DoorDash driver, and also part-time YouTuber right now. slash working on other avenues right now. Um, hit me up. We met on Grindr. No, we didn't meet on Grindr. You're lying. Motherfucker was spoiling the game. Who was spoiling the game? I can't read Cyrillic, Jimmy. You'll have to type in English if you want to stay on the stream, or you can listen in English. Either or. Godzilla, welcome, bro. Welcome back, bro. So yeah, that's just that. I guess that's like my 5 to 10 minute rant on the whole YouTube situation, because it's getting more and more on my mind as of recently. The more I see that people are getting banned, demonetized, and they're moving over to other platforms. So hopefully, fingers crossed that doesn't happen here. But yeah, so if that does happen, rest assured that any demonetization on here will be met with no more live streams to YouTube. Grindr, no, I'm not a Grindr. Any Grindr accounts are impersonations of me. Scooby, in the world of chaos and inhumanity and everyone running behind money instead of living, I find you a different man because I see the love and compassion towards others around you, yourself, and love you. Appreciate you, brother. Lives at the bottom of the ocean. Neptune. Fish. Y'all are forcing you to return to work. I'm not forcing you, bro. Mainstream LM stripping down the models just so people have to pay more for better experience. Yeah, that's isn't that kind of standard practice though with a lot of things, man. I think because companies will deny that they throttle like old phones or they throttle old products, but maybe they do, or also like maybe the new products that are coming out are just like, when you test them out, they're faster, they're more responsive. So you try and go back to your old model and it doesn't work. Godzilla with the jewels, appreciate you, brother. Loyal fucking fan, loyal follower. And he says a W. Hell yeah, let's get it going, man. People make accounts with your face. There's like 3. That's insane, man. Dude, my face is on YouTube, so I've had people literally screenshot my face on my live stream and then set that as their fucking account picture. So, it's possible. It's very possible that people are faking me. People are deep faking me. But that's kind of the price that you pay for doing like content creation and being on the internet, I guess. Corporations have taken over every single thing. Everything has been getting shittier just so people have to pay more to the corporations. Yeah, I'd say the only way you can really fight back is just to accept that they may throttle your old devices, they may slow down things. Just don't buy into it, because fucking at the end of the day, you just have to vote with your dollars. As sad as that is to say, and it's gonna be harder and harder for you to do that. You're just gonna have to vote with your dollars. Make sure you don't buy into bullshit that these people are doing. Machine Girl, what's up? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Bum has your picture in his profile picture. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's a little bit of a different circumstance, maybe, because he's been watching the stream for a little bit, and also, well, he's a pretty loyal watcher of the stream, and also he took my image and he like kind of differentiated it. He like took my picture and he fucking put it into AI and everything and made like a character out of it, which I kind of find it kind of amusing. Coworker took a massive crap and we had to vacate. Thoughts about Machine Girl? What is that? Like, are you referring to your username? Are you referring to like a show or something? Follow against those Grindr accounts. They have personal photos of you. I don't got time, and I don't really want to go on the website to do that. So I don't know. If people end up falling for those, then like honestly, you're kind of like the people who fall for those are stupid anyway. Like you should know better. To me, or as animal content, like real animal content, has been getting weirder and weirder on social media. Like it's all sorts of levels of gross or beyond harmful. It's probably getting more and more popular. Machine Girl is some noise rock musician. I'm not familiar with that, to be honest. Like I grew up listening to hard rock and like metal and stuff and emo type music. I mean, I literally just went and seen My Chemical Romance yesterday. That shit popped the fuck off. By the way, that shit was fucking really good. Um, Probably from Facebook or something. Fucked up is all. Uh, I don't got time to worry about it, man. I just don't have time to worry about it. As long as it's not me that's actually doing it, I literally don't care. I really don't. I've got enough proof that like of what I was doing when I was doing it, and if anybody goes through my phone, then they're not gonna find anything sus. Fall into line if the chat doesn't need the fuck out. W, all right. What's up, we? How does Matt meet like every single metal band? Meet and greets, bro. Lots of money. I drop money on a lot of meet and greets, man. I've met quite a few artists, honestly. Fucking Trivium, Sleeping with Sirens. Who else? Alpha Wolf. I've had pictures with them. Magnolia Park. I've done kind of a meet and greet for Falling in Reverse, but there was no photo op for that one, unfortunately. And I was gonna do one for Slaughter to Prevail, but like that one cost too much. Some dude that mad he didn't reply or something. It's called Don't Get Fucking Butt Hurt. It's called Don't Get Butt Hurt. Like I meet girls online on the internet and shit, and then we'll talk for a little bit, and then maybe I'll propose. We meet up, and then they just ghost me, and like I don't get fucking butt hurt about it. It's called don't be a soft pansy ass fucking bitch. Literally, don't be a pansy ass bitch. Just don't fucking get butt hurt. Realize that this is the age of the internet, and that people are gonna ghost you, and you're gonna make some effort to try and meet somebody. It's not gonna go through, and you're just gonna have to learn to accept that because it's just the way that the world is, unfortunately, right now. It's called Don't Get Fucking Butt Hurt. These bands take photos of Matt because they think he is a dime bag, his dime bag Daryl. I wish, bro. I wish. I wouldn't have to pay for all the fucking meet and greets and shit because the meet and greets aren't cheap. White Zombie. I know a few of their songs. I'm not the biggest fan. I'm more of like a modern day metalcore type of guy. Um, okay, okay, whatever. Footballing, whatever. Luke. Luke's sad fact about giraffes: one, they can't fly naturally. Two, they can't shove the sun in their arm with dying. They can't play Rocket League and COD at the same time. They can't fart PB&J. They can't poo tree. Not with that attitude, they can't. But yeah, my taste is more so modern metalcore, as much as sometimes it wasn't, because honestly the fucking entire metal scene right now is just infested with leftist weirdos. I mean, the My Chemical Romance show I went to yesterday, dude, that place was running with the weirdos, dude. And I literally just kept to my fucking self the entire time. I was there with my friend, and she was interacting with people or whatever, but I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna partake in this they them she her z's her bullshit. I'm not doing it. Open the app. What the fuck was that message, bro? Uh, Kenju Ken, what's up? What was what message though? It's been a little bit since I brushed up on my hiragana, so I think I got your name right. You met Lenny. Who's Lenny? I don't know who you're talking about when you say Lenny. You're gonna have to be a little more specific. Shade Scam, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Your message is nonsense, so I'm just gonna skip over that. You're welcome to join in and everything. Hell yeah, I got it right. All right. Nice to know that I'm still kind of up to date on my hiragana. Went to the store and some motherfucker was wearing a whole beaver outfit. He was some I'm gonna have to go over to YouTube to read that so I can scroll back. Okay. He was some young emo looking dude. He was apparently a psych ward patient. Oh, that's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. That was a concert. Did you manage to track down Smackhead's bloke? I referred you to for the raspberry. Sure, just checking whether the confectionery supply chain survived the evening. You're talking about metal, and you come up with who's Lenny. That's just what they said. I don't know who they're referring to when they talk about that. So, Meshuggah live when they came to us like 15 years ago. Holy shit! Damn, dude. But yeah, concert was fucking amazing, dude. My Chemical Romance puts on a fucking hell of a show. A fucking dude, that shit was a banger. And keep in mind, I was in assigned seating, like sitting down. I wasn't in the pit like I would like to have been. But even that, holy fucking shit, dude, it's literally like you go there and you fucking and the whole thing is just a fucking theatrical experience mixed with the concert, mixed with fucking over the top fucking acting, and then there's like a whole fucking there's like lore behind their whole Black Parade album. Like that shit goes so fucking hard, and wow, I couldn't even fucking believe it, to be honest. I'm really glad I went, even in spite of not being able to be in the pit, because that shit was fucking amazing. MCR, I can't give them enough fucking praise, honestly. So hopefully in the future they're gonna come back around, but I don't know, because like the way they put on the show and everything, the just the amount of sheer acting and performance and like theatrical display and everything. I don't know if you could do any of that outside of a stadium, because they literally have to play stadiums now in order to even and probably to be able to even do what they do. Cosmic Master, never been arrested, man. I've never been arrested. Anything over 18 as a senior citizen, dude. I fucking swear, man. These kids nowadays, dude. Like 30 isn't even that old. 30 isn't even old. Like you still at 30, you still, if you live, let's say to the average fucking age, the average estimated age of a man, you still got like fucking 40, 50, probably 60 years in you left. Seen with Spice Girls in 2003, front row, the energy, the costumes, the choreography. I left the arena a fundamentally different human. Damn, bro, the Spice Girls, holy shit. Oh man, Jason's getting down with the Spice Girls. Are they even still a thing, or is that just like, are they still doing shit? I don't know how long they've been around for. 30's not that old. Yeah, 30's not that old. 30's not that old. It's just these fucking kids nowadays, dude. They have this warped perception of the world. If you can squat without your hips popping, you're good. Um, Sometimes my hips do that. Sometimes my hips just pop. Like I don't even have to squat. Sometimes like they just pop. And let me tell you what, actually, like your hips popping, that is like one of the most satisfying fucking like pops that you will ever feel in your life. Like, dude, and that's like I can literally fucking all my fingers in every single direction, like unilaterally pop. Then I can pop them this way, and then pull on them and pop them both, like pull them both to the side here and pop each side of that, pop each sides of these, and then like bring my wrist down, pop those, pull them this way, pop that. At least we know Jace is straight. What if he wasn't? What if Jace is gay going to see the Spice Girls? What if he was learning how to? What if he was learning how to channel his inner, like gay feminine energy? I swear, Eminem was inescapable back in the 2000s, dude. He was like Eminem was inescapable for so fucking long. Sorry, being seen as corny back in like 2004. Feel like close the curtains, blast the Spice Girls, grab a dish brush, a sponge, microphone, and perform like my life depends on it, with one single tear and absolutely no witnesses. Bro, he's getting into it. Eminem, Limp Bizkit, and Bloodhound Gang. I haven't heard of Bloodhound Gang, but Eminem and Limp Bizkit. I know. I remember. I think Eminem was actually in one of Limp Bizkit's videos. Wasn't it Break Stuff that he was in there? Because they had a lot of cameos in there. And then back in that time too. I think Eminem was even featuring Marilyn Manson in some of his videos. Remember the MJ and Eminem beef? No. But I was also born in '97, and I was probably still barely gaining my sentience at that point. Like the turn of the millennia for them for the music, dude. Like the turn of the millennium, man. When you talk about fucking just the absolute fucking pinnacle, the transformation of music, nothing will probably ever come close to what the 90s and early 2000s brought into the music scene. Like I look at fucking footage of not Burning Man, of Woodstock, and I'm just thinking, the fuck, man, I wish I could have experienced what the fuck that was like. Because like back then you didn't have phones to whip out and be distracted, and you were just in the moment and people were jumping. And nowadays, dude, everybody just holds out a phone and nobody's jumping. Nobody gets in the music. Nobody gets in the fucking zone. It's just they just stand there and be boring. 1 to 10. If colors were in the alphabet, what would your favorite fruit? Pineapples. 90 was so peak for adult animation. Daria, Beavis and Butthead, Duckman, King of the Hill, Family Guy. Yeah, back before we had like hardcore censorship and shit, and you could literally put pretty much anything you want in your entertainment platforms. You could put whatever you want in your movies. And there was still I think there was still a bit of a taboo around like sex and everything, so there was still some weird stuff around that, but it seems like we've gotten a little flip flop now, where we just fucking put, and we make everything about sex and animation and like entertainment, and then we censor everything else. Like you can't have the words retard in a movie anymore unless you just don't give a fuck about your audiences and shit, and you're just like, you're making a pretty niche movie. You can't say the F slur in a movie for the rainbow people. You can't say that. You can't say it on YouTube. Cape Horn. No. Woodstock was like 30 years before the 90s. Dude, either way, I see the fucking footage, and especially the Limp Bizkit performance that everybody talks about, and I'm just thinking, fuck, man, I wish. Dario was such a weird cartoon. I think this is my first time hearing about that. Moody Teens, but still a peak show. Girl had to be autistic. Is a cereal a soup? Technically, I don't think so. I don't think so. People were saying the 90s was getting too politically correct. That's probably the opinion that they had at the time, but if you compare now to the 90s, like now makes the 90s political correctness look like complete and absolute fucking freedom. Because political correctness now, dude, you have to you literally have to fucking like adhere to certain rules and shit, or just stay quiet and fucking comply. Because like this show yesterday, I had to go to Minnesota, and I think that's up where that Shiloh Hendrix shit was going on, and I'm like, oh fuck, man, okay, I better be on my best behavior here, so that way I don't get fucking arrested for fucking calling somebody the wrong pronouns. So I'm just gonna be quiet and not interact with anybody. I'm just gonna come here to do my show and like just go home. How many holes are in a straw? Honestly, I want to say just one, because I mean, like, there's two. It's just two sides of the same hole. The 90s, early 2000s was the golden age for hip hop. Yeah, no, you're probably right. I mean, I'm not a big hip hop head, but you're probably right. Back before it just became about gang violence and gang shootings and like throwing money at strippers and shit. Making edgy cartoons specifically because of the sentiment. Oh, Satanic Panic. You did find Smackhead Sam, bro. You can't stop touching his nose. What, bro? What is Barack Obama's last name? Bro, you gotta be joking. I miss President Barack Obama. I don't miss any president. We haven't had a good president for a while. Tribe Called Quest, Gangstar, De La Soul. I don't know what any of those you are referring to. Ninja Dragon. It's always about gang violence, money, gun violence, and bitches. Maybe I really haven't listened to enough older style hip hop to know, I guess. Because I mean, like, my friends have showed me some stuff, and you're probably right. If there was like a lot of it was about that, but some of it seemed like it had more in like more of a negative connotation or a negative sentiment towards that type of stuff. And maybe there was other stuff that glorified that lifestyle, but I feel like, just from what I'm hearing with a lot of modern day rap and hip hop, it seems it kind of feels like it glorifies a lot of that stuff. About some good music. I'm not a hip hop head, bro. I'm a metal head. Like, I'm very selective about the rap and the hip hop I listen to. Like, honestly, I'll probably go back and listen to some stuff or whatever, just to know what it was like. But honestly, like, rap's never really been my thing. Hip hop's never been my thing. I've always been like rock, hard rock, metal, and and honestly, it's a little sad to see what what the people in that specific fucking music genre are becoming, because now that whole fucking genre has become like the blue haired they them septum piercing cult, and like it just so happens that there's centrist people and like more right leaning people that just happen to be in that fandom nowadays. Mm. Hip hop is the best genre. 90s and 2000s, it was a lot of the times against those lifestyles. See, like, and here, just in this one, here in this one, like chat though, where it feels like we're getting conflicting opinions because it seems like some people are saying, like it's always been about that. I mean, that's kind of my interpretation though. I mean, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Hip hop has become too gay. But maybe it was like I guess I kind of said it before that back then it was like that was probably the topic of it, but it didn't seem to glorify it, and nowadays it seems more so that like modern hip hop and rap seem to glorify like gang shootings, doing drugs, and like shooting up the block and shit. Metal and rock music, but hip hop is up there for me as well. I mean, objectively, it is the more popular genre. I will not deny that it is the more popular genre. But me personally, I like 90%, 95% of what I listen to is rock and metal. But I mean, I'll delve into rap and hip hop if like the artist hits the right boxes in my head. Scrunch or fold your toilet paper. I scrunch that shit, dude. I scrunch that shit. Ain't nobody got time to sit there and like fold that shit. Like you just gotta fucking like boom, boom, boom. You gotta pull that shit out and fucking just scrunch it up and go. Fuck the West Coast. Yeah, fuck the West Side. Um, Jake, Jake, I will give you a warning right now, bro. Do not drop the same question 3 times in a row like that. You will get banned next time. That is spam. You drop the question one time, and if I don't get to it, then you can come back around and you can ask the question in like 1 or 2 minutes. But don't do that. Okay, like at least we're on the same page. Like I want to give you a warning before I ban you, and hopefully like you know and everything, bro. But like just please don't like do that back to back because it clogs up the chat and like it's rude. But I'm not gonna hammer on it too much, bro. Uh, Drill and trap music. I'm talking about 90s, early 2000s hip hop, which is extremely musical jazz. Okay, that makes sense. Front to back or back to front? Front to back, obviously, bro. Who wipes back to front? That's how you get dingleberries, and then you get a track mark up the fucking seam of your sack. What? That's how you start fucking getting cheese. Gotta fix your beds. Listen, all right, listen, bro. Jake got a smack with the wooden spoon. It's not a smack with a wooden spoon, man. Like he's cool and all, but like I just seen the 3 messages and I was like that's a little much, bro. Just bring the question down one time. If I don't answer the first time, then you can come back around in like 2 minutes, so like you're not spamming. But I am in a considerably better mood today, not just because the fucking well, I guess because of the concert last night, but also like I'm getting detoxed a lot better nowadays. I'm spending more time outside, and also I've been taking like this Relay Tonic too. Hip hop and rage nowadays, not really the hood stuff. That's more indie nowadays. Yeah, isn't it? I think this is also why I kind of support more independent rap artists too, because it seems like more mainstream artists are going that way with the support of, well, with like rapping in their songs about fucking guns and drugs and being in favor of gangs and stuff like that. And meanwhile, you have people like Tom McDonald who are out here, and he's hitting on some really controversial stuff, and he's talking about like the governmental systems, both sides and shit, playing both sides, and how that works out. So I have a lot more respect for independence. Back to the front for the good old chocolate tea bag. Exactly. Got to put the flavor on it. DSLs, yeah, you gotta make sure you're working on Trump called Quest. Maybe pineapple on pizza. I joke about it being disgusting and that pineapple doesn't belong on pizza, but I really don't care, to be honest. Like, put pineapple on pizza if you want to. Not really my take. I don't really like the sweet combination. It's a little too much sweet from sweet and savory for me, but like if you want to throw pineapple on your pizza, go ahead. VW, I appreciate that. I don't know if you're a man or a woman, but if you're a man, I'm not gay, and also if you're a woman, then um, flirting with audience members is very bad precedence for a live streamer of my status. Need Sky so badly. Where's Sky, bro? She's got her own thing now. She's got her own thing now. We're gonna have to let her go, bro. We're gonna have to let her back into the wild with her horses. If a tomato is a fruit, is ketchup a smoothie? Well, no, I mean, I think ketchup's just its own product because you can make a product out of something and whatnot. So I don't really want to say it's a smoothie. There's no girls in here. We might get one girl in here later on, depending, maybe a few. Dixon Maez, he's 8. Yeah, happy birthday to Dixon Maez. Happy birthday to that guy. He's a legend. Why are you simping for Sky? Bro, you must have retracted a message in the chat. Bro, you know you can't retract messages in here. I got read receipts up here. You look scary. Sometimes I probably am. I mean, you can stay around and find out. Skies with Avis, let go of the obsession, my guy. Legend, I have done your thing. Stop spamming. I will ban you. If you say that one more time, I will ban you permanently. And by the way, I don't look at my ban list on YouTube, so you will never get back into this fucking stream. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Like, sometimes I feel like the chicken had to have come first, honestly, because I mean, like if you follow like evolution, then like I mean you're like we have the primordial soup, and then we came from like bacteria and protozoa, so probably the chicken first. I mean both would really make sense though, but I'm gonna go with chicken as my first answer. Manju Baba, holy shit, with the fucking gifts, bro. I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe and come back to future streams, man. We're here every single day, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Helps out a lot, brother. Do I drink cider? I think it depends on the ingredients, honestly. If it's very minimal ingredients and it's all natural, then I would drink cider. But I guess it also depends on the cider, because I mean, like you can have apple cider, but then you have like also alcoholic cider, which I don't drink alcohol anymore. Daddy senpai. I'm not senpai. The father chicken, yes. What came first, the cum or the tits? The cum, because everybody knows that man came first. Pause. Dixon Maez, do I like that? Who doesn't like that guy? Who doesn't love that guy? Manju Baba 100 indeed. If we can't see air but we can see water, does that mean fish see air and can't see water? No, I don't think that's how it works. I mean, like fish just happen to be able to breathe underwater. So if anything, like we're both one and the same. It's just like we just happen to be able to breathe air. And like with evolution, I think we actually came from the ocean. So if anything, they're the normal ones and we're the weird ones. Ever tried get Dixon's organic AF? The cum came first, and is my guess. Yeah, I definitely had to. Dixon cider. Yeah. Where's your fox? Who knows where she's at, bro? You're gay. Any tips for personal experience? Um, I don't have any tips for you, bro. I'm not gay, so I don't really know what that's like. I have no idea what that's like. Uh, I saw her first. Better. This guy was into BDSM. Do you bend your asshole in the shower? What? How do you bend your asshole? How do you bend that? Can you even bend that? Like how do you do that? Do you just like fold the actual hole in half or something? Do you just bend it? Like you grab both ends of the hole and then you just bend it? Let me know how you do that. I have no idea how the fuck you do that. Native Chinese American, that actually is kind of true because I'm Native American and I have like 0.5% Chinese ancestry. So like you're actually pretty accurate. Like the seed of chuckle. What is that? I don't know what that is. You'll have to inform me. Forced around too far. There's this crazy there's this crazy Karen at my work right now. Bro, get her fired. Like what are you doing? Get her fired. Every time you mention anything relating to gay stuff, the chat becomes gay. We're just, like just let the chat be gay, bro, and we're just gonna talk about normal stuff. I mean, I'll answer the gay questions for just for fun, but like just don't engage with the gay stuff, and like I'll engage with the non-gay stuff, and then we'll get a balance to the chat. We'll get a balance to the chat. Although if anybody comes in here and asks my pronouns, then I'm gonna ban them. Why does everyone who comes in here just talk about gay stuff? Bro, it's fucking YouTube, man. People are gonna come in here and people are just gonna be trolls. But like most of the time, I'm just gonna answer them just to fuck around and not be so serious. Road to chat. I refuse to get a colonoscopy. Um, you should probably get one to be honest, bro. Just to make sure you don't have cancer. But if you don't want things going up there, then I get it. I get it. Six. Okay, Maldi. Whatever. She's yelling because I'm on the phone watching you instead of helping her. You should probably be working if you're at work. To be honest, you should probably just be working. If you really want to help, like subscribe to the channel and just like let the live stream play on your phone and just put the phone down and work. Just listen, because we don't actually do anything around here. We just chat around and bullshit. So you can just listen to the stream. Oh, are you the Karen? Are you banning people now? Not yet, not yet. But we may. The only people so far that I will ban are spammers. I'm also adding to that list if people come in here and they ask my pronouns, because I will also ban those people off the bat. Don't come in here and ask my pronouns when it's fucking obvious that I'm a man. Don't fucking come in here and ask me that shit. She's being a bitch and tried to hit you. She tried to hit you. You need to sue. You need to sue, because they literally can't do that. She can't do that. That's literally against the law, and it should be against work policy. And you can get a big fat fucking check for that. Get a big whack with the wooden spoon before banning is considered. That depends. That depends on the offense. If the offense is serious enough, then I go straight to bend. The ban, not bend. Hello, man. Welcome, DJ K, DJ Khan. Holy shit. Wait, you have pronouns? I use the pronouns. My pronouns are the ones that are assigned to me at birth, and there are two genders. So, I am a man. I was born as a man. What do we got here? Don't care if I'm in the break room now. I'm on my break. Oh, well, they shouldn't even be bothering you. Finally let your hair down. Now let Tyrone Toga. Yes, he ride you into the sunset. No, that's not happening. Getting more people now. I think it's because I'm on an endless tirade of talking. So, and YouTube seems to push the stream harder and harder the more you talk. No, that's not happening, Keyshawn. That's not happening. Nobody. There are exactly 945,324 genders, and this comment of yours offends me. I'm canceling you on TikTok. That's how it goes, bro. That's how it fucking goes. If you punch yourself, it hurts. Are you strong or weak? Both. Both. Why not both? Pronouns is dictator. Yes, I identify as the dictator. I identify as dictator, and I also identify as a 100% Japanese man. My name is Hiroyuki Kawahashi, and you need to respect the fact that I identify as a Japanese man. 100% Japanese man, by the way. Like, I don't identify as any other race. Imagine taking your girlfriend to a 4-day island vacation, a luxury resort, and she refuses to put out because I won't marry her. Oh, you got to throw her away, bro. You got to throw the whole girl away, dude. Because like for one, you can't let that energy back out into the street. But it also depends. It also depends if she's a virgin. Then that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. But if she's not a virgin and like she won't put out because you won't marry her, okay, then yeah, you need to throw her away. You need to get a whole nother girl. And when I say throw her away, you can't do the catch and release shit. You can't do the catch and release shit. You got to throw that bitch away, and you cannot let that energy back out into the street. And it's the same thing if a girl doesn't want to do anal sex with you. If she doesn't want to do anal with you, then you gotta throw her away, bro. You can't let that energy back out into the street. You just can't. That's a lot of bad negative energy you're putting back out there into the world, and you're just gonna let some guy happen upon that and make the same mistake you did. No, you gotta throw that away, bro. You identify as transmasculine, non-binary, demisexual, cis bisexual, demisexual, aromantic, gender fluid, POC. Everything, every fucking thing. A trans black gay man worked on me thousands of times. She would just get scared when you okay. Nope. Nope. But indeed, if a girl will not do anal sex with you, then yes, you need to throw her away. My sexuality is sky sexual. Bro, a lot of people live rent free in your head alive. A lot of people live rent free in your fucking head, bro. Avis lives rent free up there. Sky lives rent free up there. Fucking who else? Who else lives rent free? I'm pretty sure a lot of other people live rent free up there. He just keeps names on hand. He's got like He literally says, "Nah, bro, I got mental read receipts here. I got mental receipts. Like, don't even try to bullshit me. Like, I'll talk that shit, and I know." That German girl passed through was cute. Which German girl? I didn't know there was a. I didn't know. I didn't know there was a German girl that passed through. What does sexuality mean? Bro, alive, man, you can't, you like, retracting messages ain't gonna help, bro. Look at that right there. You see that message right there? Alive something. You see that right there? Retracting your message on YouTube ain't gonna do anything, bro. There's this gay YouTuber who claims he prev boning a straight married man. What the fuck is going on? Um, I think I think that's like an actual like thing within the gay community. Like, apparently there's this thing with gay men where they have this fucking fantasy about turning a straight man gay. Apparently that's an actual fucking thing. Oh my gosh, Godzilla with the fucking sunshine. Holy shit, this man is on a fucking roll today. You're a fucking boss, bro. W's in the chat for Godzilla. W's in the chat for everybody else who has also dropped fucking gifts on this stream as well. This shit is helping out a lot. Why do gay guys love hanging out with women? I mean, I could understand it because at a certain point, like, for them hanging out with like straight men and stuff, or hanging out with other men, it's just it'd probably be the equivalent, I guess, of a straight guy hanging out with a straight woman, if that makes sense. Which that doesn't really happen as really much as you would probably think. He's a black YouTuber and he always says he's a power top. That's crazy work, bro. Driver pulling out the premium terms, bro. I don't know. I don't really watch YouTubers like that, to be honest. Most of my YouTube feed is fucking. Nowadays, it's more so stuff that I'm gonna do reaction videos to, or keeping up with world events and shit. Because that's something you kind of have to do when you're on YouTube now, unless you're gonna do brain rot, rage bait content. In fact, 84 straight men. Every man is one drink away. Is the drink spiked? Oh man, how you gonna accuse this man of doing the Bill Cosby thing? How are you gonna accuse that man of doing the zip zap zoobity? You're just gonna. Why do TikTokers call any two male characters who interact with each other gay? Like, bro, they're not gay. I think that's like I think it's a female fantasy thing now, to be honest, bro. More than half of these male characters literally have girlfriends. Dude, it's a weird, like, female fantasy now for them to be for them to want other guys in, like, fiction to be gay for each other. I mean, that's been a few of the girls that I've fucked around with in the past. They were into, like, yaoi hentai and stuff, which I don't get personally. So I don't. It's just girls are becoming freakier and freakier, and they're just getting more and more fucking open about it. Because fucking what was that one book, Morning Glory Milking Farm? Girls are fucking talking about that on TikTok. They're literally on TikTok talking about the porn that they're reading. Like, that book is literally porn. There's no other way around it. It just happens to be it's fucking weird, dude. Gumball is like the center of a bunch of gay jokes, and he's straight, and he has a girlfriend. One who made the beef stew. Damn. Them yaois are for, like, straight girls. I mean, it's straight girls that are watching it, no doubt. It's just it's one of those weird things that I don't really understand myself. Straight girls love their mates. Who are you kidding? I don't know. It's just one of those things with women nowadays. I don't understand it, dude. I don't understand it like one little bit. Any rainbow trannies or customer wallets out of your maybe lately? No, not lately. Not really. I haven't had anybody leave anything in my car. At least not lately. But we'll see. Maybe like sometime soon. I'm starting to get more and more people that I'm picking up. No, I don't know how to read your name. He says hello, man. What's up? Welcome to the stream, bro. Why can't nobody say they're bisexual no more? Well, a lot of due to the fucking pronoun fascist. Like everything is subjective, so like there's no objective based reality. So there's nothing to fucking really fixate on and to make everything logical. So now bisexual means nothing because they think there's more than two genders, and bisexual like the beginning of that literally means of two pretty much, or like two in a sense. And honestly, like there's more and more gay people, and there's more gay people that are starting to be against all that. It's always queer or gay or straight. I don't under whatever happened to the simple times where it's like straight, gay, lesbian, bisexual, boom. Now we got all these fucking different terms, and it's just like, what the fuck does queer mean? What the fuck does that even mean? Aren't like weren't wasn't queer and gay technically like the same fucking thing? High profile case here in Australia. A woman made a beef stew with poison and mushrooms and fed it to her in laws. Holy shit, dude. What the hell? That's crazy. If a married man is getting porked by a power top, he is a flaming rainbow and needs it to have an open conversation with his wife. Oh my gosh. It's LGBTQIA plus. I only associate with the LGBT part of that. Like anything beyond that, I don't associate with that. I literally don't. Always existed, and it means you'll shag anyone. Just an advanced version of bisexual. Oh my gosh. But like men and women as friends. Damn. All right. All right. We're learning more and more about Jelly Donut. We're learning more and more. Why is asexual even a part of the LGBT? Dude, I honestly I think they just fucking started pulling more and more more and more people into that fucking particular group to try and get more and more people on their side. And they literally went with it. They literally went with it because fucking they have everybody brainwashed that they're the people of tolerance, the people of acceptance, and then people start finding out like, oh no, these people are fucking fascist. What the fuck? Tops have more fun, especially when it's with a married man. That's crazy, dude. Don't forget dry sexual for those who can't get moist. Then you got the people saying, oh, instead of just asexual. Oh, well, I've heard people say, I've heard people refer to asexual as ace as another thing. I mean, it's it's one of those things maybe that it's just a slang term. I don't know if they're using the word in a different context. So I mean, like it's different with slang. Unprotected and leave shit on your stick. Damn. Yeah, you gotta make sure you stay protected out here. Got to stay protected. But that's literally what it's come down to. Honestly, is fucking. I really think that those people have actually fucking pulled other subsets of people in there into their fucking cult or whatever, and in an attempt to get more people on their side. And over the course of over the course of the past few years, more and more people are starting to realize that these people are fucking crazy. Use mainly the autistic people that use all these premium terms to simply say they're LGBT. Yeah, that too. That, That's all. That's also why they're fucking men. Why they're considered mentally ill, because they are mentally ill. They literally are mentally ill. Did you get poked in the eyes last night, Matt? No, this eye keeps watering for some reason, so I'm like having to dry it out, and then it just gets a weird feeling. Like I don't know. It makes it kind of hard because it's like this eye gets blurry a little bit. Some chicks say anal makes them come quicker. I bet there are girls like that. I mean, I've known a few girls that I've known a few girls that are like that. It was considered a mental illness into the late '60s. What the anal thing? Was it really considered a mental illness? Anal makes me okay. All I know is it definitely makes them squirt up to a meter. Oh my gosh. Here we go. You see how more people are being diagnosed with ADHD and autism, dude. Yeah, it's getting out of hand, honestly. I mean, there's the mainstream media would have you think that we're just like our tests are getting more sensitive, and we're realizing there's more and more people that are actually like this. I disagree. I disagree hard as fuck. Gay talk is back. Yeah, we just gotta let them do their thing. We're just gonna do the normal talk, and we're just gonna let them do the gay talk. It'll even out eventually. Um, but I honestly think that ADHD and autism it's gonna get worse. It's just gonna get worse before it gets better. Because like okay, so just for a little bit of backtracking on this. Okay, so we're just gonna start from COVID. Okay, so COVID and the spike protein, the vaccines, um, like that sensitized a lot of people to a lot of chemicals and like indoor molds and stuff. And it did the same thing to me. Like it sensitized me beyond belief because, dude, if I get around certain molds, like I literally feel like I get fucking autistic. Are those tests like neurological or something? I think the tests are more so they base them they you'll probably go to a psychiatrist most likely, and they'll evaluate like everything that you do during like your appointment with them. They're going to evaluate your body language, how you interact with them. Are you distant? Are you more personal with them? Because like in the case of autism, fucking normally in the if you're like leaning a little bit more on the severe side of autism, you're probably going to be a lot more distant. You're not going to be as personable. You're going to be probably less talkative. You're going to be very repetitive with what you say. You're going to like get into very like hardcore specific mind-boggling laser focused detail on certain topics. And meanwhile the average person, they look at a lot of things from a pretty shallow perspective. They're not going to get into super big detail on something most of the time. They do things that trigger certain movements or behaviors. As far as I know, they just look at, again, like the psychiatrist is just gonna look basically like your mannerisms, how you interact with them, how you talk, your speech patterns, your nervousness around them, your drive, and fucking again, how personable, outgoing, extroverted, introverted, how they're gonna evaluate all of that. Dolly Parton, wasn't really like a big fan, so I don't know. Getting more difficult for young men to find a girlfriend these days. Millions of incels. Well, I mean, we're not fucking I mean, at this point, I don't know if it's really incels because a lot of guys are choosing to stay. A lot of guys are choosing to stay single, and if a man's choosing to stay single, then that doesn't fall under the definition of incel. But there are a lot of incels because, well, women are getting pickier and they're getting crazier. Have I ever been tested? Any upcoming appointments? I have been tested actually a few times throughout my life, honestly, because back in elementary school and a lot of my school life leading up to high school, a lot of people actually thought I was autistic because I didn't really like interact with anybody in my classes, um I just thought differently from a lot of other kids in my class. I thought differently from a lot of other people, and I wasn't like an outgoing person, and I didn't really partake in much of the activities that a lot of other kids partook in. I literally just like I just wanted to get done with whatever the fuck I had to get done there, and then go home and play video games. That's all I wanted to do. Literally all I wanted to do. That's all I was interested in. I wasn't interested in doing sports. I didn't want to play like Foursquare or fucking like volleyball or whatever the fuck was going on at the playgrounds of school. So I just wasn't interested in a lot of that, and they thought I was autistic. And for a while, one of my counselors did diagnose me with autism back then, and like that, I was pretty much stuck with that fucking label up until like fucking, what was it, sophomore year or something of high school. And then I went and got retested by another psychiatrist, and he's like, no, you're like, dude, you're normal, like there's nothing wrong with you. And like he's like, yeah, you're a little eccentric or whatever, and or maybe you have like some anxiety tendencies, but like you're not autistic. Being impossible to pick. Oh my gosh. The problem is radicalization, influencers, and content creators taking advantage of men who are just tired of narcissism and stuff, and indoctrinated them to full on hate women. Well, I mean, look at what a lot of women post online. Like most of the women posting online, they're especially with like this Lindsay Clancy thing too. There's a lot of women that are fucking in support of Lindsay Clancy, and they're talking about the case, and they're like, "Oh, I support Lindsay Clancy. I support," and like, "Oh yeah, I felt that Lindsay Clancy, blah blah blah," and it's really exposed a lot of women and what they're really like on the fucking inside, and it's also amplified that because one woman goes and posts about their crazy fucking experience or their crazy thoughts, And then another woman's like, oh yeah, like I felt that way too, because that's just how women are. They're group mentality creatures, because they know that they know they couldn't survive on their own. It's literally at this point, I'm convinced that it's an evolutionary mechanism for them, because back in the caveman days, they wouldn't have been able to survive on their own. They literally needed to be in a group in order to make it. Because a woman, she wouldn't have been able to hunt back in the day. She wouldn't have been able to do that shit. Now, of course, thanks to modern technology and all our advances, like a woman could theoretically go out and do that with like a gun or something. But back in the day, a woman would not have been able to do any of that shit that the cavemen were doing back then. Autism and mental issues are common among Jews and Muslims because of cousin marriages. Yeah, I mean, that's one issue in and on itself, though. That's like a whole another kind of thing. But like the whole autism and mental issues, it's even getting more and more prevalent outside of like incestuous relationships. And I'll talk about I'll hit this hammer on the fucking head of the nail. I'll beat the drum on this every fucking day, every fucking stream for hours and hours, until people finally get it in their fucking heads and they know and they understand that they fucking that they know, okay? But it's like we're living in a toxic world. Pharmaceuticals are fucking rampant. Our houses are moldy. Fucking sickness is rising and shit. And people's immune systems are just on the rise. I didn't read any of my comments because I'm answering other comments in detail, bro. I'm answering other comments in detail. Like I'm literally not like just skipping over your comments. Like you could probably see that I'm not reading other people's comments too, because I'm answering one particular comment in more detail. Social animals, narcissism, lack of empathy, and it's not only affecting women. Social media just encourages crap. Well, the internet's made a lot of things look more common than what it actually is. Because it even happens with commercial products too. Sky's back in the chat. Holy shit! Tested for what? AIDS? Are you okay? No, autism, bro. I don't know if I don't know how much you've been listening in, bro. Like I was tested for autism in school, and then in high school I got tested again, and then like the psychiatrist said like, no, you're normal, bro. That's the abridged version, because I'm not gonna go over the whole thing again. Too many people will go out in public and harass people trying to work, or trying to just enjoy their day for content, or they will be a nuisance for content, and they just get patted on the back for it. Yeah, because retards literally engage with it. Like why do you think Jake Paul and Logan Paul, people like them, Jack Doherty, why do you think they get popular? Because retards watch their content. If I literally had my way, those types of content creators, nuisance content creators, they'd all be banned off the internet, and the people who also engage positively with their content, all those people would also be banned off the internet. The internet, like at this point, I'm convinced that the internet should only certain people should be allowed on the internet. Like not everybody should be on the internet. Some TikTok dude got arrested for doing the whole store nuisance crap. Good, as he should. People people who do nuisance content people who do like cause a nuisance, or they do borderline illegal or illegal shit in general for the sake of content, they should get arrested. They should go to fucking jail. This guy says crazy. Damn. Stupid. No, bro, you're a bot. Okay, not answering that. Like they should all be fucking in prison. And I I would even I think Asmon Gold said some of this stuff in his stream, but I will also parrot some of this is if you're out here in the real world and you're causing a nuisance in public and you're doing illegal shit or you're doing borderline illegal shit for the sake of content, I think that there should be a multiplier to that. Like if you're doing something for the sake of content, then there needs to be a multiplier for that. So if the sentence or if the fine for whatever you did is fucking $50,000 in reparations, there should be a 2 times multiplier. So you go from $50,000 to $100,000 in fines right off the bat because you did it for the sake of content. You shouldn't be doing any nuisance content. You shouldn't be doing any nuisance type shit for the sake of content, and it shouldn't be allowed. And I would probably even do the same for people that engage with that type of content. People that positively engage with that type of content, honestly, I think they should be fined too. Like why are you engaging with that content? You don't need to be engaging with that content. Stop encouraging this person. Stop encouraging this fucking person to do that shit. People who just record, people who clearly are uncomfortable with those darn meta glasses. Some of these people are literally predators. That's I feel like that's kind of like a slippery slope. It really depends. It really depends in those case scenarios. If you're not like being too much of a nuisance in public to the point where like you're interrupting, or if you're degrading anybody's public image, okay, I don't really have much of an issue with that. As long as you're not degrading anybody's public image, you're not doing anything that's really defamatory in nature to somebody. But we could talk back and forth on that because maybe that could be a slippery slope too. Because if we go with that, then we might have to talk about like IRL streamers and stuff. It's freedom of choice. I mean, it's freedom of choice, bro. But at the end of the day, fucking, like you have the freedom of choice to break the law, and if you break the law, then you lose your freedom of choice. Then at that point, honestly, and if you break the fucking law, I literally don't fucking have any respect for you. I don't see you as a human being anymore. I don't. The dude behind the cashier doesn't care about your fake ATM hack prank. He's not getting paid enough for that stuff. Yeah, and like that's where it becomes a slippery slope too. Cause fucking I mean, me personally, if it was me behind the ATM, as long as you're not trying to make me look like a fucking clown or something, or again like do something that's defamatory or that's gonna ruin my public image, I don't care. But I think that's also like the content creator side of me. I like if somebody sees me in public and they snap a picture of me for content, I'm probably gonna purposely make myself look like more of a goblin just for the sake of content. Workshop, it'd be daily stream. So fucking high, damn. This guy's out of this world. Need to pass through, give a take action. Too many people just sit by and say, not my problem. Get bothered. Is that in response to like the meta glasses thing? Maybe. But it's a fucking world. It's the different world we're living in, honestly. Because I'm not gonna lie, those like some of those meta glasses videos, I'll watch them, and maybe I'll engage with them. But again, it really depends. Because when I'm watching content, sometimes I try to really have like an objective view, and I try to look at it from the lens of of a content creator's perspective to try and understand if the video is like inherently harmful to somebody's public image. Did you get fucked? Did you fuck someone? No, unfortunately not, man. Unfortunately not. I was at My Chemical Romance show yesterday, brother. The only normal ones of this content are the dudes who just show random people brain rot images. Yeah. Hey, there's a cat in this 6-foot ditch. Avis is in the fucking house. Holy shit, bro. Feel like you ain't been in a minute. The fuck all the reactions, bro. There's so many different reactions here to Avis being in the chat. I have two very different responses. Any girl in chat? We have one girl in chat. I don't know if you'll be able to assume, but yeah. Oh my gosh. But where the fuck was I at, man? Dude, we've been on fucking tirade today, trying to talk drunk out a miserable decision. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. That one stream, that kind of felt like that was you, bro. Because you like a few of the streams you were coming in hammered as fuck, bro. Hammered as fuck, and I was just like, damn, this dude is fucking going off the deep end right now. Hold on. This 7 horses girl, her hung emoji. He said I'd do that. Yeah, bro. He was going off the fucking deep end for a little bit. I'm like, what is this guy doing right now? He's hammered as fuck. Three sheets to fucking wind. And I'm just thinking, oh my gosh. Hey, spew in your mouth a little bit. No, that's the normal burping shit, dude. Normal burping shit, bro. Unfortunately. Your horses. Oh my gosh. And the unnormal stuff is always, bro. Yeah. At this point, like I don't think anything in this chat can surprise anybody at this point. Nothing in this chat will surprise me. After that, I've seen people say in this chat over the past fucking few months that like I've been active doing the streams. I just don't think anybody can really surprise me. YouTube sort of count is social media now, considering it has Messenger on it. I think technically YouTube actually is classified as social media. No one can add people on YouTube. I mean, maybe you should say what? I think YouTube actually is classified as social media by official records, but that's also the conventional people talking about it, which they might not actually understand what YouTube actually is. Okay, let me check some stuff here. All right, still going strong on that. Okay, what do we got going on here? He has been sliding into your DMs. Here we go. Here we go. This is where it all ends. This is where the chat just fucking falls apart. This is where I just sit back and I just let shit happen. Zip and now some unknown dude. Wait, wait, who's the unknown dude? What? Are you This chat's devolving. It said Javis is getting it real good from some gay furry. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm pretty sure Avis is a little into everything. Oh, I'm back. Where's the fox girl? Fox cat? Oh no, man. I don't keep track of y'all. I assume everybody that comes to live streams is grown and they can decide when they want to show up in the lives. Don't become a proud member of the Herpes Club without a few kinks, especially Sky and Jelly's assistants. Hey, no, live. Don't you put anything on my name now. Hey, we were having a good fucking time in this chat. We were having a good time. There was no talk. There was no talk of animals. Everything was nice and wholesome. And then all of a sudden, but everybody started the gay talk and the LGBT talk, and then next thing you know, you're bringing up sheeps. I don't own any sheep, brother. I don't own any sheeps. No, okay. Remember that night in Bastille, guys? The drinks were made the Cosby signature. I ain't jumping through any screen. I don't know what you're talking about, Alive. I ain't jumping through any fucking screen. I don't care. I don't care what emo goth girl is on the other side of the username. I already said what I said before. I said what I said. A live streamer on camera flirting with the audience is being very intentionally flirty with the audience, and honestly probably just being flirty in general with any audience members is pretty much very much in bad faith. So you will never ever see that coming out of me on this live stream. Jace gave you the recipe. Jace just took out his popcorn. At this point, once the chat gets this way, Jace is literally that Michael Jackson meme where he's sitting in a fucking theater in the movie theater chair with the popcorn. He's just like, yeah, this is good shit. This is nice drama. Keep this shit going. What have I done? What have I done, bro? Never say never, man. I will say never in this case because, again, a live streamer intentionally and seriously doing flirtatious acts with any audience member is very much in bad faith. And honestly, it is very very cringe. Why do humans think there's a higher power? I don't know, man. To be honest, I mean it's I think a lot of people want to have some sort of inherent belief that there is, or they want to believe in something. Me personally, I don't really find the need to believe in something. Although I will say the one pro about organized religion is that it does seem to motivate people to make more of a sense of community. Meanwhile, like more atheistic people, it just seems like they don't really try to form any sense of community whatsoever. Wants to rename everything under Trump's name. I hope not, man. I really hope not. That'd be pretty narcissistic, even for him. Or rename things that reference non-American things. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know. I try not to even think any more about Trump's actions unless it seems like it's going to be an overall net positive or it's going to affect me positively. Because at this point, like Trump's pissed me off so fucking much with everything that he's done that I just can't. I just if I focus on everything that Trump's gonna do, then it's just gonna piss me off even more. He's pretty much only done a few things that I've been in favor of, and the rest it's just been like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Lake Ontario might become Lake America, just like how Gulf of Mexico becomes Gulf of America. Yeah, because Gulf of America is ours by right. Bummer attention from his ice cold wife. Probably not at his age, man. Merrick's. I don't know. That's a good question. I would have voted for Trump if I was American, and my God, how I would have massively regretted that shit. Kamala would have arrested you for wrong pronouns. Yeah, that's the issue. Is like I don't particularly like Trump. I mean, he's done a few things that I like, but a lot of it has been stuff that I don't like. But if I had the same choice and I knew then what I know now, I still would have said Trump was the better choice. Kamala versus Trump truly is turd sandwich versus poop ice cream. It's a fucking joke anyway. It's all a fucking joke, dude. Ultra conservatism or ultra liberalism, dude. At this point, you're fucked or you're fucked. I will keep saying this over and over and over again that politics in general, you get the choice between a sandpaper dildo or you get the choice between a barbed wire dildo. No lube, by the way, no lube. You know how fucked UK politics are? Oh, I hear you. I hear you guys are extremely fucked over there, bro. I hear you guys are. I hear you guys are pretty much doomed. Because don't like aren't there some of you that are getting fucking arrested just for making social media posts? Scared for the next candidates in 29, dude. I don't even know what we're gonna do in 29. We're fucked. Like this cabinet and these fucking choices we had, dude. Like nobody wanted either party. What party you vote for? They all went to the same school in uni. They were all fucking friends. Wow, dude. Transitioning into authoritarianism, yeah. Somehow I mutated into USA politics, putting my headphones in for a minute before my remaining brain cells apply for asylum. You people are absolutely fucked. Oh man, yeah, Jace, you're man, we're fucked. All of us are fucked. UK is done now. Islamists are allowed to scream and riot the street, but if an English person says it's not okay, you get arrested for posts online, bro. I was just talking about this at the beginning of the stream a little bit. I don't know if you follow Jake Monroe, but he's fully demonetized on YouTube now. Like he just got fully demonetized from YouTube. He's not making anything from YouTube anymore. And then also he talked to he was on a vacation for like a week, or I think it was a week or so. And dude, they gave him so much fucking hell when he was on that vacation, because on the day he was coming back, he got stopped and detained by the by authorities, and they questioned him because apparently they see his content online, and he's like really right wing for a UK guy. And eventually, and then like they eventually let him go after questioning him and all that shit. And then he gets back, and he's about ready to go live on YouTube like he usually does, and then he finds out he's banned for 2 weeks. And then a week later, after his 2-week ban, he finds out that he's fully demonetized on YouTube. YouTube is being forced to silence journalists. The UK government may be forcing silence. I know the US government does that. Dude, it's fucking scary. This is exactly why I'm doing multi-streaming now. This is exactly why I'm telling people, like, follow me on Twitch and Kick. I would prefer Kick, but follow me on Kick. I have a Rumble account. You can follow me there. I'm not gonna redirect traffic or anything, because technically I'm not supposed to do that with YouTube. But I think I can still like tell you guys to. I think I can encourage you guys to follow me there at least. But like, follow me on those platforms, because if I get demonetized on YouTube, I'm not streaming here anymore. The day I get demonetized on YouTube, I'm never streaming here again. You guys, and like that's the end of it. That's literally the end of it. I will not stream on YouTube if I'm fully demonetized. I'll just go and work on other platforms, working on getting monetized on other platforms, which is what I'm doing right now. Which is why I'm trying to get more people to follow me on Kick and like Rumble. And plus, I think Rumble you actually start getting paid right away. You get shadow banned. Oh, what got shadow banned? Watch the governments target the other sites next. I really hope not, man. Like, Rumble needs to stay the same. Kick needs to stay the same. Because, like, both those platforms, they seem to be very, very heavy pro speech as much as possible. And this is why I keep saying that I would like to get off of YouTube if I can. This is why if I have viewers on other platforms, I try to keep them on those platforms. Because I don't want people coming over here to YouTube if they're on like Twitch or if they're on Kick. Like, if you're watching me on those platforms, please stay on those platforms. Like, don't follow the rest of where my audience is. You need to stay where you're at, so that way, like, it puts me more into the algorithm of those other places, and then it'll put me in the feed and everything, and more people will show up. all this ID crap and increased censorship, surveillance on this internet, there will literally be no privacy or pro free speech thing out there on the internet. Dude, we have to keep it alive as much as possible. We have to. Government's pet soon. Dude, we will have to. We have to do what we can. We literally have to do what we can. Digital ID got shut down. No one was going to agree to it in the UK. I mean, I think digital ID is probably going to be inevitable. It's probably going to take a few generations because like younger people they tend to be they tend to give less pushback on like newer ideas and stuff, and younger people they're typically not as politically charged as older people. But I think it will be here. It's just a matter of time, and the only thing you can do is just fight back as much as you can and just delay it. So that's just my thoughts on it. Is like digital ID. It's gonna get here, and there's been variations proposed about it over the years, but at this point, fucking all you can do is just delay it. Been in a squabble. I'm assuming you mean a fight. Like I've never been in a fight actually. Following suit with the social media bans, verification. It's even affecting games, especially ones for kids. Dude, it's crazy. Manchester guards a cesspit murder rape every single day. London has fallen. Everywhere's fallen, man. Everywhere. This is also why I'm getting a little more careful with how I'm saying stuff on YouTube because sometimes it seems like sometimes all it takes is you saying the wrong fucking thing and boom, there goes your monetization. You're not making money anymore. Fuck you. Asians got deported after losing their TPS. 50s redneck garbage and 50% trashy. Also filled with Hispanics. Gary and Indiana's in deep trouble. What's going on there? I got one friend that's living over in Indiana somewhere. I forget who. Well, I forget where. Who the fuck is Gary, Indiana? Gary might be the town or like the city or something, but Indiana's the state. Either that or he's talking about a person, maybe. Either he's talking about the state and a city, or he's talking about a person. No power in Gary for days. Didn't you? You all just had a storm sweep through there though. Or maybe you're talking about like like how unorganized shit is there. 25% of cities being gay hotspots, mainly Tampa and Orlando. It's a city in Indiana called Gary. Dude, man. Sometimes you'd be surprised at the cities that are city names. Like there's actually a city I forget. I think it's in Michigan called Hell. It's a town named after SpongeBob Snail. I don't live there, but they have no power. Damn, that they must have some shitty fucking like some shitty people in power there. How do you go without power that long? It's where Michael Jackson grew up. That's crazy. You have a town called Fuck in England. Damn. Imagine putting that on fucking putting that on paper. You're signing off all your official documents. Oh yeah, I live in fuck. Yes, I'm deaf. apparently being deaf applies to reading and shit too. That's here. Damn. Just know, guys, that no matter what happens, no matter what goes on in the world, no matter where things shift, we're all fucked. We're just all fucked, no matter what we do. Digital ID is going to get here. The internet's no longer going to be a safe haven. Um, the world's going to get taken over by the pronoun fascist, and everybody's going to have to dye their hair blue, get a septum piercing, and go by they, them pronouns. And that's just how it's going to be, apparently. Minge Lane. Lots of authentic, homegrown, organic food. I wish, man. Crotch Crescent? Damn. Not the Crotch Crescent. Render it unless, since the government will own the internet. Yeah, we're just fucked, dude. There's no going back from here. It's done. It's over. The world as we know it, it's done and over with. All you can do now is just delay the inevitable, fight back as much as you can, and really just fucking enjoy the rest of your life while you got the rest of your life, and then hope for the best that you die peacefully. And then maybe if you have kids, hope that the world will be sane enough for them to grow up and live in it for long enough. Shitterton, damn. Since 9/11, bro. Yeah, we're just fucked, man. We're fucked. Like it's very doomer of me to say that, but it's the truth. It's just the truth. There's nowhere to go now. There's no more freedom. There's no more freedom of speech. There's no more enjoying the things that you used to. It's all been taken over by weirdos, and yeah. New World Order to keep us dumbed down with the rent prices, bills, etc. So we become obsessed with surviving rather than trying to fight. Yeah. Porn conventions regularly. You're not living in the right place. In the bottom of the world. Yeah, Jace is chilling. Honestly, Jace, like if any place is probably the safest right now, it's probably going to be Australia. Like you're probably living in the last safe haven of the world. But just know that once everything's taken over here in the U.S. and everything in the U.K. is taken over, like it's slowly going to work its way there, and then they're going to sink their greedy, grubby little fingers into Australia, and they'll be like, "We got you, we got you." Bottom of it. Just go to the woods. That's probably going to be my plan. Dude, I'm just going to go out in the fucking woods. I'm going to get Starlink, and I'm fucking amass a huge amount of fucking food, and I'm just going to live off the fucking land, because that's all you can do now. Just go and live off the fucking land. That's your only choice now. Australia has shootings. Well, I mean, take your pick, Avis. Take your pick. Do you want to be somewhere with shootings and that's kind of normal, or do you want to be somewhere with shootings and that's also not fucking normal? Like you can't have both. You can't have a normal place without shootings, or you can have a place without shootings but that's very, very not normal. Like it's either like you're double fucked, you're fucked on one side, you're fucked on the other side, and you could pick your poison. Is inside Jace's ass ears? Sewer on. In America, I don't know what you're talking about, Jacob. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. The gun culture in America is so screwed. Honestly, you're out of here, Jelly Donut. All right, bro. We'll see you tomorrow. I should be online tomorrow. Don't need to pick a side then in Antarctica. Bro, they're gonna get there too eventually. Eventually they will get there too. No government owns Antarctica. Not yet. Roll a joint, mate? No, not on YouTube. He said the anal cavity. The government would definitely want to control Antarctica. Yes, they definitely would. And honestly, who's to say that they already don't? Like, what if they already control it, but they just tell us that they don't? Like, they just tell us that they don't, but they've controlled it the entire time. Won't stop bombing each other. Yeah. Sad state of the world. Sad state of the world, man. What the fuck are we gonna do? We're just gonna sit here and we just gotta chill out. Marked areas in Antarctica. This is it, guys. This is it. First they come for all your personal property. You will own nothing and be happy. Then they take away your freedoms. You will have no freedom of speech and you will be happy. What else? They will tell you what to do with your life and how to live your life and you will be happy. All that war money is used for narcissists, rich oligarchs, so they can have Christmas every day. Well, eventually it's going to have to get to a point where they won't be able to. They all agree to keep it safe, so a bit weird. Honestly, who's to say that's not all for show, man? Like, it's all just theater. It's all theatrics. I mean, if you're not in the front lines, on the forefront, experiencing what is actually going on firsthand, then like you don't actually know what's going on there. You don't, because they could tell you one thing and they could sign like a piece of paper. They could put all their signatures on that paper, but then behind closed doors, they're like, no, we actually own Antarctica. Like we've had it under control for the past like 50 years, and like nobody's known a single thing. And we've actually been colonizing that place for like the past few years. This coming together after one pilot said there was shit there. No one is allowed to go there. Pretty odd, TBH. It is pretty odd that nobody's allowed to go there. It really makes you wonder what like they found there. Then the day after they blow each other up, then blow each other. Unless you're gonna be gone at 6 or 7 PST. Well, I probably is in a safe place. Underground government bunkers there. Remains of penguins. I'm not seeing any of that. But I'll probably be on for like another 15 or like maybe half hour depending. Because I actually have to sleep early today because I am on like not 30 minutes. I'm on like maybe 4 hours of sleep at best. Because that fucking show last night, that was, I don't know, that shit had me fucking stimmed like a motherfucker. I was stimulated like fucking hell. I couldn't even really sleep for like the first 1 to 2 hours when I actually tried to sleep. Metro Bird's testimony on first dude who explored it. He said he's seen islands and stuff. And then after he said that, they banned the world from going there. Holy shit, bro. I don't know. I don't know how much faith I put in that though. Because then there's other people that go. There's other people that say they went there and they seen a fucking ice shelf and an ice wall, or something like that, and who fucking knows? Who's gonna go there? Must be hiding something. Oh fuck! I forgot this pamphlet was in. Well, I forgot this fucking thing was in my back pocket. Got some My Chemical Romance poster merch and their own custom language, Kadoshka. Raspberry sherbet, some good shit. 1929, he went there, ain't lying, just search it. I'll have to look it up and see, man. I can't really look anything up on Stream. Like I can do side stuff on now that I'm on Streamlabs. It's just fucking it overheats my phone and it'll mess with the stream quality. Should get braids. I don't know. Not getting braids and I'm not buzzing my hair. Why you got MCR stuff? Did you see him live? Dude, I seen MCR last night. Dude, that show was so fucking good, man. That show was fucking legendary. And the crazy part is like everybody knows I'm a fucking mosh pit guy. But like I was in a seat in like nosebleed sections, and wow, for being so far away from the fucking stage, that was still such a fucking good show. With suit braids, I'm not doing braids, guys. MCR came from 9/11. I did not know that. He's already got one set of braids. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, definitely worth it. Definitely fucking worth it. Love that show. Easily, I probably put it in I put it in like one of my top 5 shows, to be honest, and that's crazy considering that I don't really put shows in my top 5 unless I was in the pit. Like that's he's talking about your pubes, bro. We know. No, my pubes ain't it. I don't even think my pubes are braidable like that. How the government will ban things they keep tampering with. You know how this goes, man. You know how this goes. The government always gets their hands on stuff before we do, and then if they think there's a vetted interest in it that they want before they let the general public get to it, then they're not going to let us get to it. That's how it goes. Trump's ballroom just a bunker, though. What if it is a bunker? Like it's an alien bunker or something? I never even thought about that possibility. Oh yeah, I got to rip some Pokemon pack cards too. Alright. Apparently none of these cards are worth anything. Like I guess the Gengar is actually worth like maybe $1.50, but yeah. Some guy just gave us fucking Pokemon card packs. heroic representation of the soldiers who died for the country. Gengar surely got to be worth something. I looked it up and it said it was worth like $1.50 because I got this one right here. And then this one's apparently really common because my friend, she also got this one. And then we got the Gengar. Slap it and then see the value then. I'll have to take another look. I don't know. I wasn't really expecting anything though. When the aliens come, if they haven't already, the government gonna kidnap them and do all sorts of weird stuff to them. When they do allow us near them, they will be severely altered. Well, according to Bob Lazar, like they already do have like alien technology and shit. I had the Mew Pokemon card that people who've seen the first as a kid banned it. Now it's worth a shit ton. I had so many worth so much these days. So weird how cards works. Dude, I actually used to have one of those golden colored Mewtwo Mewtwo plates. It was pretty much like a Pokemon card. It was just like a gold metal plated thing. I don't know what happened to it, and I don't know if it was worth anything, but damn. Swipe it through your butt cheek like an ATM card and see how much cash you can withdraw. Financial innovation is truly alive and well. Yeah, let me just swipe something that's probably really valuable through my cheeks. Do Pokemon scalping, you'll make bank. I don't know. I don't know how a lot of that stuff works, to be honest, man. I don't know. Kill each other over colorful cards because people put a monetary value on it. Let the kids buy some cards, man. Scalpers are the worst. I fucking hate scalpers, dude. This is exactly why they need to start limiting how much you can fucking buy. And I think some stores are actually starting to limit how much you can buy from them. Seeing scalpers at these card machines is insanity. The economy is insane. Dude, it's fucking people literally ruin everything. Have we not known this by now? People literally ruin everything. If humans get their hands on something, they inevitably ruin it. And then if a greedy human gets their hands on something that another human made, then they're gonna ruin that. ID for Pokemon cards, they probably should. They probably should. Because it's to the point where like kids can't live their lives anymore. Kids can't enjoy like activities, and the people have really fucked shit up. It's even happened it's happened with concerts now. Like Ticketmaster, people go and buy a bunch of tickets, they scalp them, and then they sell them for like double the price. Should scalp to make some money and get the fuck out of this country. You should, bro. Pokemon turns on my 62-year-old BF. People would actually play the card game. Nobody plays the card game anymore, I think. Like people just literally collect them now. Because the crazy thing is like I think people don't really scalp Yu-Gi-Oh cards, do they? At least I haven't heard about people scalping Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but people will scalp fucking Pokemon cards. And I literally I don't know I literally don't fucking know anybody who actually like plays like the Pokemon card game. Like I don't know anybody who plays a Pokemon card game at all. Everybody they see, they literally just collect the cards and they just fucking scalp them. That's literally all I see. Meanwhile, Yu-Gi-Oh, that's a fucking game people actually play. Yu-Gi-Oh reprint apparently, so no chance of limited stuff. I guess that makes sense because they probably have to because they have to have a certain amount of cards in circulation and everything, so that way people have a good chance of getting the good cards. So if that's the case, then fucking also the rarity of these cards is kind of a thing that it's kind of like it's like a rarity thing that's made possible by the fucking manufacturers. Getting GTA 6? No, I am not getting GTA 6. I will not play it, and it's looking like it's gonna be a little too woke for me. People used to play the fuck out of Pokemon many years ago. I don't know anybody who's ever played the card game though. I played the Game Boy games and like the video games and stuff, but I've never played the card games. And I literally don't know anybody who's ever played the fucking card game. Like all I've known is people collect the fucking cards and that's it. GTA 6 is for pedos. It probably will be. Old Pokemania shit that happened. I don't know. I don't know what that is actually. I haven't heard about that. Oh, is that when is that back when Pokemon like was first coming out and like everybody was super crazy about it? It was popular back then and people actually played it. Yeah, I've never known anybody play the card game. Too much woke these days. Yeah, I've given up on video games. Honestly, at this point, I kind of agree with Jake Monroe that I think I think that the failure of GTA 6 is a necessary evil. I think it's a necessary evil in order for men to finally wake up and realize that the world has been taken over and like video games are the last like escapism from reality. And if they don't if their video games get taken over by the woke reality and they no longer have a safe space to go in order to just be men, then they're gonna be forced to wake up and they're gonna have to fight back. Throwing a bunch of mine in the air last day of school. Damn. Pokemon went to the west. What's woke? Bakugan though. Bakugan had people in a chokehold. People would take Bakugan way too seriously. Dude, is Bakugan even still a thing? Because like I remember when Bakugan kind of first came out, and then after a while, I'd never heard anything about it. It was just like it disappeared in the fucking night, like it disappeared as quickly as it fucking popped up on scene. Not even heard of Bakugan. We played POGs. Bakugan was almost like a mix of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. Because Bakugan they had like the cards and everything, but the cards were more they seemed more so like they seemed more so like what Yu-Gi-Oh's trap and spell cards would be, just to enhance your Bakugan. And then like the Bakugan was like this little Lego type ball that you just put on the field and it was your monster. Was this popular? Okay, no, that was yeah, because Bakugan was the like cross between Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon, and Beyblade was like the ripping spinning things. Just standing here shaking my head at the lot of you. Jason's mad we're no longer talking about the gay stuff. He's like, where's the talk about dildos and anal beads? What happened? I never been fucked around with Beyblade, so I don't know anything about Beyblade. You guys get fed from breast or by bottle from birth? I think it was a mixture of both. At least that's the best. That's the best of my knowledge. One Piece is going to become the Disney of anime. Why the hell is One Piece everywhere now? One Piece has been gaining a lot of popularity. I think a lot of people now are starting to see the later episodes and they're like, okay, I'm a little invested in this now. And then they go back and they watch the older episodes and then, like that's why it's gained a lot of popularity. Sounds like DLC for Mahjong. It's like dragon only Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. Pretty much. I think that's why it kind of disappeared into obscurity. Because I literally hear nobody talk about Bakugan ever. It's just Yu-Gi-Oh, pretty much. Except with Bakugan, like the cards don't summon the monsters. There's a ball that summons a monster. Digimon though, that shit died out after a few years, bro. Yeah, didn't Digimon come after Pokemon? Because I like a lot of people tried to follow the trend of Pokemon, but nobody's ever been able to really replicate that exact formula except for I think the closest thing that's ever gotten close to even relatively replicating that format is Yu-Gi-Oh. Because like Pokemon has survived quite a long time. Yu-Gi-Oh survived quite a long time. Um, and I think Magic the Gathering was kind of like like I guess America's version for that. Because I think Magic the Gathering is an American made game. Breastfed or bottle fed determines whether you're fuck it Pikachu. Maybe there's a correlation. Maybe there is a correlation. Because I think breastfed babies are on average the smarter babies. Dinosaur now it's a floating gun with wings, massive tits. Long time. If Pokemon released Westward at a later time, Digimon would have beat Pokemon. Stop being kid friendly after like 3 years. Yeah. The sad reality is like the longer something stays kid friendly, it seems like it just performs better. Not being kid friendly, also being nonsensical is what really killed it. Yeah, maybe. It's hard to say. I wasn't even really a fan of. I didn't really watch Digimon like that or play any Digimon games. Digimon World PS1 ruined Digimon. Uh, all right, gentlemen. I'm gonna have to wrap it up here because it's getting fucking dark and I need to get to fucking sleep. Yokai Watch is popular. I'm not too familiar with that series. this has been a fun stream, and I'm actually looking forward to tomorrow's stream. But holy shit. He turns it into poo. Yeah, that Digimon kind of died off fast. All right. Yep. Get your last messages in. I'm calling it here, guys, because I'm ready to sleep. 4 hours of sleep is very rough. I'm kind of surprised I'm even performing as well as I am today. Shadow ban that comment. Cosby out. You know what? I do have to bring up one thing though, and we're gonna have to talk about this tomorrow. But we'll continue where we left off. So if one of y'all want to leave a note or something, get a work, take a note or whatever, so we can take off from this section tomorrow. Zatch Bell. I don't know how many people remember Zatch Bell, but maybe I'll write a note on that. If not, then maybe one of y'all can give me a reminder tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna leave off with that note. So yes. So if anybody is new here, make sure you are subscribed and come back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time for more fun, more chaos, and the real fucking talk, world history and shit. And we're gonna have a fun fucking time. Molly Plays. I'm getting ready to call it for the night. Make sure you subscribe and come back tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Although I do appreciate you coming back and everything. Yeah, it's a bit late, Molly, but I gotta go. So yeah, tomorrow 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Come back then. I appreciate you all for coming out and sticking around and shit, making this a fun chat. It's been really fun. Lots of amazing gifts. I appreciate the people that drop gifts on this stream. Helps out a lot. And we're gonna have a fucking blast tomorrow as always. So be sure to join in then. But either way, all of you guys, stay happy, stay horny, and stay healthy. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.